Star Trek is a popular science fiction series created by Gene Roddenberry that has run on and off since 1966. The series has developed a cult following of Trekkies and consists of 13 films, 8 TV series, 7 live action, plus an animated series and another upcoming one called Lower Decks, and a vast collection of comic books and novels. Several of the planned Star Trek films fell through, leading to many unreleased films in the series. Untitled Project, circa 1973. The first Star Trek film to be cancelled was an idea proposed by Roddenberry to Paramount Pictures in 1973. The film was to be based on the pilot from Star Trek is... The first draft proposal for the TV show in 1964. Paramount was on board with the idea. However, due to issues of negotiation and fees, the film was cancelled. Star Trek, Planet of the Titans. Star Trek, Planet of the Titans was the next film to attempt to bring Star Trek back after its cancellation. Philip Kaufman was hired to direct the film, and Chris Bryant and Alan Scott wrote the initial film treatment. Paramount accepted Bryant and Scott's work, and it was written into a screenplay. Kaufman worked on writing the screenplay, attempting to focus on Spock and a Klingon played by Toshiro Mifune. Paramount canceled the project before Kaufman finished the script after the release of Star Wars. Coincidence? They're both sci-fi franchises that start with Star Trek The First Adventure. Star Trek The First Adventure was a planned sequel to Star Trek IV The Final Frontier and was set to be released for the 25th anniversary of the original series in 1991. Due to the original cast's participatory inconsistency when starting new movies, this film was planned to be a prequel to the original series, depicting Kirk and Spock's meeting and the introductions of the original crew. The film was eventually cancelled due to the change of authority at Paramount 18 months before its intended release and the creative differences that followed. Star Trek The Next Generation, the movie. Star Trek The Next Generation, the movie, was to be the first film to follow the Star Trek The Next Generation cast and storyline. A draft of the film was completed in 1993, but the film never moved forward. Star Trek IMAX. Star Trek IMAX was a planned 40-minute IMAX film. The script was written, possibly including characters from the 4 live-action series released at the time, then including Deep Space Nine and Voyager. However, due to the business ideas between Paramount and IMAX, the film was never developed and production halted. Star Trek Nemesis follow-up. Star Trek Nemesis is the 10th film in the canon. A follow-up film was planned, likely a crossover sequel, but the plan was cancelled after Nemesis failed financially. And finally, there's Star Trek The Beginning. Star Trek The Beginning was a planned 11th Star Trek film idea. The film was to fit between Star Trek Enterprise and the beginning of the original series. The idea was ultimately scrapped in favor of the plans for the 2009 Star Trek film, directed by J.J. Abrams and starring Chris Pine and Zachary Quinto.